Sports has a gambling problem. That's a vague assumption to be made by me, a 17-year-old who has never legally placed a bet on sports. But these athletes who have placed bets on their own teams, they don't do it legally either. It's a growing issue in America and the whole entire world that 35 states have legalized it. That's not what I'm complaining about here. I'm just pointing fact out. 35 states have legalized gambling. Up to 7 million Americans have mild gambling issues with it. Now, I'm not here to be your therapist. I'm not here to tell you never gamble on a game again, but it may not be impacting you. It's impacting these athletes even more. Whether it's mental health-wise, whether it's their buddy John from middle school calling them up saying, "Hey, Emmanuel, I need $5 million. Can you throw the first pitch in the dirt and I get that?" Sure, why not? What does that do for me? I'm not losing the game. I can get up in that bat. I'm fast-forwarding a little bit here because Emmanuel Clase, the superstar pitcher for the Cleveland Guardians, has been placed on administrative, non-disciplinary leave in the MLB through August 31st. Now, earlier this month, July 3rd, Luis Ortiz, pitcher for the Cleveland Guardians, kind of a no-name for the gambling Guardians, got placed on the same thing, non-disciplinary leave, for what seemed like non-competitive first pitches straight in the dirt, where maybe somebody was putting in an unusual amount of bets on a Luis Ortiz throw, the first pitch as a ball. That was going on with Luis Ortiz. Suspicious betting activity. He gets suspended through August 31st. It's a big deal, but it's not as big of a deal as Emmanuel Clase, the former MVP candidate and the superstar ace, who's on the trade market right now, doing the same thing. Now, when I say ace, he's an ace out of the bullpen. He's going to be your shutdown closer, your shutdown setup man in the eighth inning, whatever you want him to be. But this is a growing problem in sports. Whether it's the Alabama baseball coach getting suspended and getting fired a few years ago, whether it's Hunter Deckers of the Iowa State football team, whether it's Terry Rozier in the NBA, Jonte Porter in the NBA, or a guy like Calvin Ridley who can somehow bounce back from it, it's an issue. Now, Calvin Ridley wasn't really betting on his own games, I don't think, at least the ones he played in. So it's not as big of a federal issue. For the Jonte Porters, for the Terry Roziers, definitely for the Emmanuel Clases and Luis Ortizes of the world, it's a bigger issue. For Emmanuel Clase, this is a superstar. I don't know what he was doing. I think the issue is, and it's not all of gambling, it's these micro bets, where you have these bets of, hey, first pitch is a strike, first pitch is a ball. Well, maybe first batter he faces, he hits them by pitch, and I win a bunch of money. I think that's the issue here, where Emmanuel Clase could have just had an old buddy say, I need a little bit of cash. This is a fun way to do it. Can you just throw the first pitch in the dirt for your next game? And I get all this money. Why not? What's the fallback for it? And that's exactly what's going on right now with Emmanuel Clase. He's 100% guilty in my eyes. Now, I know that's crazy for me to assume, but he's got to be guilty. He's got to be. There's more players on these gambling Guardians that may be going through the same things. And it's an issue when you have your July 31st lineup for the Guardians being presented by Bet365. It's around us in sports. It's going to be around us in sports for a long time. Whether you want it to be for the better, whether you want it to be for the worse. Fun bets can be placing a college football parlay. These not fun bets are doing your micro bets at a live game where these real players like Emmanuel Clase, Luis Ortiz, Terry Rozier, Jonte Porter, and who knows how many other sports athletes are gambling on their own games and getting affected by it. This isn't a Pete Rose fun situation. This is a deeper, darker thing in sports, and that's my take of the week.